Salutations, je m'appelle Benjamin Crewz, on est sur Noire, bienvenue sur cet épisode 18. Je crois qu'on n'est plus très loin de la fin. Et cette musique me fait rêver. J'adore cette musique. En tout cas, on met les voiles dans la cité sans voiles. The Naked City, la cité sans voile. Merci de tout charger. La morphine de l'armée. Tiens, on y retourne. À croire que c'est le destin de notre cher Cole Phelps. Faire des enquêtes, de les résoudre et d'avoir des nouveaux meurtres. Ils reviennent sur des anciennes affaires.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow. I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Donc on part voir une femme qui apparemment se serait suicidée, si j'ai bien compris la suite.
Seem distracted. We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Eh, Finbar avait raison, hein. Finbar avait à peu près le même discours.
Are you going to tell me? The deals being done right now will change the face of L.A. forever, and we're wasting our time on some hunk. Someone's little girl. Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Scène de crime, 14h26. Bon, je suis arrivé de l'autre côté, mais faut pas le dire. Bonjour.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back.
Thanks.
Il a pas dit second floor? Faudra que je réécoute en post-prod. J'ai l'impression qu'il avait dit second floor, donc deuxième étage, alors que c'est le premier.
Second floor.
Ah oui, ouais. Tout au fond, en même temps, c'est ouvert. Appartement 6, le 7 est à gauche. Oh, Bekowski.
Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug?
Oh non.
Get on with it.
Relax, Rusty.
Et il est où la deuxième moitié de notre couple là?
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson.
Qui foutent là tous les deux d'ailleurs?
We heard Carruthers thinks. Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills, falls asleep in the tub, rest in peace.
Alors là on reconnaît bien Finbar. Putain.
Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure, go right ahead.
Donc Bekowski et Finbar maintenant sont ensemble. Bien. Ah, tu me donnes la main, c'est gentil. Ah. Bonjour.
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs.
C'est vrai.
The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest.
Au moins elle est couverte, c'est déjà ça. Alors on va commencer par regarder la tête.
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Ah.
Neck is bruised pretty badly.
Ouais, elle a été étranglée. Elle a une sale mine. Elle a été étranglée donc. Visiblement. Oh, des traces de morsure. Ça ressemble à des traces de morsure.
Bite marks.
Very good.
On veut casser, mais apparemment on s'en balance un petit peu. Ouais, on va. Les traces de morsure, elles sont bien faites, hein. La vache. Quelqu'un s'est réellement mordu, il la prend photo ou... Oh, une jolie bague.
Very unusual ring.
Ouais.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the Surrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought Surrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Donc, selon le doc, on est sur 2 personnes. Pardon. Eh bien, on peut pas lui marcher dessus. Non, en fait, je voulais voir si on pouvait se concentrer sur les médicaments qui sont à côté, mais... je suis pas sûr qu'on ait vraiment besoin de tout ça. Rien voir d'autre. Bon, alors on va faire le tour. Y'a rien d'autre? Non. Alors, par là, on a quoi? On va commencer par là-bas. Paraît bizarre ça comme veste. Ça me paraît pas féminin.
I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Surtout que c'est pas une veste. Déjà, c'est pas une veste de femme. Enfin, j'ai pas l'impression que ce soit une veste de femme. Je veux pas te gêner, hein. Vas-y, fais ton boulot. Hein. Alors là, ici, on a rien de ce côté. Là, ici, on a des médocs. Ah ouais, alors, y a rien marqué dessus, hein. Ça pourrait être un Doliprane, c'est pareil. Hein. Alors, une boîte. Ça sent la boîte de pilules. Jolie boîte en plus. Ah bah oui.
What else is rattling around in this thing?
Oh, un compartiment secret. Julia Randall. Prendre une capsule après le repas par jour. Une capsule de benzédrine. Le docteur Stoneman.
Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Très intéressant. Et donc, ça serait donc Julia Randall, notre victime. Rien à voir ici. Pardon. Jolie photo en face. Et à gauche aussi. Oh, jolie photo là-dessus aussi. Et donc.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
Alors, est-ce qu'on a quelque chose derrière? Non. Mais je sens le truc venir. On a 3 photos et la première, elle nous dit qu'il y a quelque chose derrière. Enfin, qu'il pourrait y avoir quelque chose derrière. Alors que sur d'autres, on n'a rien trouvé derrière. Souvenez-vous de celui qui s'est fait passer pour mort. Au tout début avec Bekowski. Il fallait qu'on cherche derrière. Dacine, le travail mardi, tu viens me tenir compagnie. Oh, ça c'est date.
It's place to start.
Ça c'est un date, ça c'est un, ça serait un rendez-vous.
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Rien derrière. Je l'ai un petit peu senti venir. Là, pour le coup, c'est un petit peu téléphoné. Alors ensuite, est-ce qu'on a autre chose? On va pas parler tout de suite à la dame. On va aller faire d'abord le tour de la cuisine, voir. Linge. Non, les trucs de pâtisserie, je pense que ça va aller. Non, toujours pas. Rien sur le frigo. Bon. Eh ben, on a fait le tour. Oui, c'était la salle de bain. Bon, on va parler à madame. Bonjour madame.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
Anderson.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am,
C'est
they
qui
can
ça?
try and get in contact.
Alors, dites-moi.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? upset.
No more than normal.
Pas plus que d'habitude. Elle regarde sur le côté. On sait qu'elle prend des somnifères. Donc...
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynolds? Julie was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Et elle continue à regarder sur le côté. Non, elle prend des somnifères.
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pillbox, the things she hid in there.
Vous avez vu la boîte de médicaments, c'est difficile de pas la voir en même temps.
Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess.
Oui, plus ou moins.
Does modeling really pay that well?
Visiblement, surtout à
Miss
l'époque.
Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Oh, elle regarde plus qu'à côté là. Et on sait qu'on a trouvé une veste.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynolds? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Bah, voilà, j'ai trouvé une veste pour homme, donc
Who owns the
expliquez-moi.
smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An
D'accord.
older man, very distinguished.
Un homme
looking.
assez âgé, distingué.
He seemed very much in love with her.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry.
Donc la femme de ménage, on a fait une
No.
déposition, on va pouvoir s'en
He said
servir
he lives
peut-être
in
contre
San
quelqu'un
Francisco.
d'ailleurs.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Il a pas l'air convaincu, elle regarde sur le côté. On n'a pas de preuves à ajouter.
Mrs. Reynolds, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
Mais en tout cas, elle est pas du tout coopérative, cette femme.
Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynolds. You've been very helpful.
Ah bah, elle était une grande aide, mais il a fallu qu'on lui tire les Virginie quand même, hein, parce que 3 sur 3, hein. Bon,
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
ah la vache, comment il s'occupe de tout. Bon,
You think
donc il faut...
Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
C'est vrai.
I don't know. I'm with Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Attends, il a dit de regarder autour. Il a dit de regarder autour, il y a une poubelle bien disposée en plein milieu, enfin sur le côté, mais en plein milieu quoi, je me comprends. Allez, voilà. On l'a reconnu de loin, hein.
Mal will be pleased.
Voilà.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
Pas fou.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
I
Mais,
think our work is done here.
ah bah on a dévoué un succès en trouvant ça, tiens. Une poubelle dans un hall, bien visible. Je trouvais ça un petit peu bizarre quand même, surtout quand on nous dit bien de regarder autour. Ma voiture, elle est par là, donc on va aller à l'usine. Enfin l'usine, le truc... J'allais prendre la patrouille d'ailleurs. Oui bah allez, poussez-vous monsieur le bus. Oh la vache, j'y crois pas, il faut qu'il s'arrête pile là quoi. Et voilà, et maintenant il se part. Vache. Donc je disais, on va aller voir le truc de vêtements là avant de voir le cabinet parce que ça me paraît bizarre ce truc de photo là. Vous allez voir ça.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
C'est vrai que
I
toi
don't see
tu
why
es
they'd be any
irréprochable.
better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
Boutique de vêtements d'Assine, 14h51. Une toute petite boutique, dis donc. Une toute petite boutique. On a plus l'habitude de voir des machins, surtout entre... Ouais, remarque, c'est pas super haut comme environnement. Allons voir ça. Bonjour.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
L.A.P.D, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
Donc elle a travaillé ici.
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Elle a l'air de dire la vérité, dis donc. Faut pas pourquoi elle mentirait d'ailleurs. Elle est droite, elle a répondu tout de suite.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
Bah si
I'd
elle est
like
là,
to
oui.
very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer.
Ah mais t'étais là, toi.
Heather, these gentlemen are from the L.A.P.D.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is
She's
she?
a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't.
La
She's
petite
full of
musique.
life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely
Elle est
engagement ring.
Do
stressée.
you like it?
Oh, jolie
Henry
bague.
gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Elle est stressée, elle est tendue. Elle cache quelque chose.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Alors, soit il y a un problème de fichage. Dites donc.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Alors, elle n'est pas au courant qu'elle est morte encore, et elle répond tout de suite. Donc...
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Elle a répondu tout de suite, et elle continue à regarder droit dans les yeux. Donc, je pense qu'elle est la vérité.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Oui, on va te dire qu'elle est morte.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Intéressante réaction en tout cas. Oui, il fallait peut-être lui dire quand même à un moment. Bon. Eh ben, on va aller voir le docteur. Non, c'était pas ces bretons là. Lieu. Elle tourne vraiment pas sa bagnole, c'est dingue.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning,
Pas faux.
Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Hop, j'ai loupé la rue. Cabinet du docteur Stoneman, 15h01. Donc il a son cabinet. Ouh. Cabinet là-haut. Je veux qu'il était dans la ruelle son cabinet, je me suis dit attends. Alors. Poignée dorée. On retient la leçon numéro 1 du jeu. Alors. Stoneman. C'est pas ici. Stoneman, 5e étage, ça saute aux yeux. Il y a aussi un Benjamin Clancy. Intéressant. Ouais, donc 5e étage au 505. Qu'est-ce qu'on a comme nom? Histoire de. Donc, 5e étage. Un ascenseur, oui, ça existait déjà à l'époque, quand même.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Ça t'arrangerait bien. 505. C'est par là. Toc toc toc. Bonjour.
Yes, sir, your name?
L.A.P.D. We'd like
Voilà
to see
mon nom.
Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him
Non,
now.
on ne voudrait pas.
There's no need to be rude.
La vraie traduction.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the L.A.P.D. here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Ça va être sympa pour le patient. Oh. Bonjour.
Your investigation is much more important than my psychiatrist.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Ms. Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Environ 6 mois. Ouais, il regarde sur le côté, il ment. Et on sait qu'il ment, parce que si je me trompe pas, il faut juste que je confirme mon truc. L'ordonnance. Juillet 46, donc ça fait plus d'1 an. Donc, on a dit, il ment.
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Plus d'1 an, ou presque
You
un an.
got my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
Oui, d'une certaine manière, oui.
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
Mhm.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Ouais, il continue à regarder de ce côté, il lève un peu le sourcil, il essaie de se convaincre de ce qu'il a dit. J'ai pas le moyen de prouver ça. Alors on va douter.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
Bon. Merci, monsieur Sciatique. Hop, on a un téléphone. Excusez-moi.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Merci.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
C'est juste pour dire ça, il fallait laisser un message, hein. Bon, et bon, on va à la morgue. Donc, on n'a pas appris énormément de choses avec le docteur Stoneman, mis à part que bah ça confirme un peu ce qu'on sait, hein, elle est dans la mode et elle prend des médicaments, et enfin pour lui en tout cas. Alors, elle prend 2 médicaments qui sont un petit peu... qui vont pas nécessairement très bien ensemble, surtout il y en a qui entraîne une dépendance.
The old boy's lying.
Mais ouais.
About what?
I don't know.
Ah, ça s'embêtant.
He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
C'est pas faux. À la réflexion.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor...
On a un truc là. Je suis pas sûr qu'on voulait le faire tout de suite ça.
Detective Phelps.
Bon, c'est pas grave, on va faire un à côté.
Look, Phelps, in a minute a bagman named Rampley's gonna walk in here and put a mint on some horse running in the fifth. We don't care about Rampley so much as we want his boss. He's the one we're gonna put away for fixing the race.
You're hoping Rampley will lead us to him?
Bingo. Here's what you're gonna do. Get in there, blend in, wait for our mark. You'll be in a dark coat. Wait until he hands over the cash, then tail him. Good luck.
Bon.
I'll wait outside. Keep an eye on the place.
Bonjour.
Hey, isn't it the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Alors, je sais pas du tout ce qu'on fait là, si ça a un lien avec l'affaire ou pas. Ça fera toujours un à côté, hein, de toute façon. Faudra bien qu'on les fasse.
Give me $1,000 on Cavalcade in the Fifth.
Mhm. Donc on va aller le suivre. Poupoulou, poulou, poulou, poulou. Poupoulou, poulou, poulou, poulou. Et arrête-toi la ligne, bon sang de bois. Poupoulou, poulou, poulou, poulou. Poupoulou, poulou, poulou, poulou. Poupoulou, poulou, poulou, poulou. Waouh, des vrais cornflakes de Kellogg's, oui, parce que ça existait déjà à l'époque. Hop là.
Hey, come on! This ain't New York.
Je sais pas si c'était à moi ou si c'est le mec qui dit dans sa voiture qui a dit ça. En tout cas, il se retourne beaucoup. Il se retourne énormément, oui. Il s'arrête. Bon. On va repasser à droite.
You coppers ain't God, you know.
Got it, boss. A full G. She's coming in at 20 to 1. You and I are about to retire.
L.A.P.D. You're both under arrest.
Je tire dans les jambes. Je tire pour blesser, pas pour tuer. Bon, bah voilà, une petite affaire à côté.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Ambulance required at Sunset and Ivar. Shots fired and suspects are down. We're code 4, but I'll need an ambulance in a corner.
Roger that, 11K. All units be advised, the 484 at Sunset and Ivar is code 4. Suspects are down.
Bon, bah on a fait un truc à côté. Bah c'était pas du tout ce qui était prévu, mais pas grave. De toute façon, il faudra bien qu'on les fasse un jour ou un autre. On était dessus, et ça s'est lancé tout seul. Je l'ai pas voulu. Donc, on était parti à la morgue. Il y a Mal qui nous attend. Alors le code 4, c'est quand une situation est sous contrôle. Hôpital d'Hollywood, 15h19. En tout cas, c'est magique parce que Mal, il travaille à cet hôpital, puis à celui du central aussi. Alors, la morgue, c'est par là, et je suppose que... Voilà. Salut, Mal.
Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers.
Ah.
Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Et en tout cas, il a une sale gueule, lui. Mais on peut pas regarder autre chose, on peut pas regarder dans le détail. Bon. Un harmonica.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you
c'est
get
le
on.
copain de la copine.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Ah, sois pas jaloux, il fait ton boulot. Il bosse, lui. Bon. Quand on est au commissariat, c'est super loin. Alors, Arnett, il est où? Et je sais plus. Je crois qu'il doit être dans la 2.
Mr. Arnett,
Voilà.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
Il a l'air sincère. Je sais pas, j'ai un doute. Sa façon de répondre, il regarde droit, mais... On va utiliser un petit point d'intuition. Ah bah voilà, déjà il dit pas la vérité, donc je peux pas le prouver, donc voilà.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck on the shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes.
Et puis la fiancée, elle avait pas dit l'inverse. Il me semble que sa fiancée l'avait dit l'inverse, qu'ils se connaissaient tous.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Là par contre il ment et je crois que je peux le prouver. Il me semble que la femme de ménage... il me semble que la femme de ménage a dit quelque chose comme ça.
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
Oui. Sauf qu'on sait qu'il est de San Francisco.
That's funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get something from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring. You think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
Là par contre, avec son expression, je vais avoir un doute. Je peux rien prouver, mais je suis sûr.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Il nous dit pas la
Heather told
vérité.
us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Henry Arnett, directeur de la Arnett Clothing Emporium. Rien que ça, l'empire du vêtement Arnett. Santa
Some
Monica.
kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure.
La marine.
I'm proud of it. The Fighting Sixth.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
Quelque chose me dit que c'est pas vrai.
You've been very helpful.
Il sait. Il sait quelque chose. Il sait
That
que c'est pas
son of a
vrai.
bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
Voilà. Contactez KGPL. Contact par KGPL, pardon.
He's in that car at the lights.
Bon. Ceci est un feu rouge, mais on a le droit de tourner au
Don't you
rouge.
love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Il y a des intersections extrêmement compliquées où il n'y a pas de feu. Voilà. Excusez-moi, il y en a qui bossent là en fait. Heureusement qu'il y a une voiture qui est très visible. Il s'arrête.
He needs money and fast.
Il a pris beaucoup là.
Find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Donc il est en bleu là-bas. Alors l'icône clignote comme si on était sur le point de le perdre, pourtant on le voit très bien, donc j'espère que ça va pas nous faire fail le truc. Ok, il marche d'un pas plutôt assuré, plutôt rapide. Pardon messieurs. Je comprends pas pourquoi par contre le point il continue à clignoter. Hop là, il va tourner vers nous. On va prendre un truc pour se planquer. Ah, oui, ouais.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
On n'est pas censé le savoir.
L.A.P.D. The man who just came in here. He bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Qu'est-ce que tu trouvais de mieux? Oh, c'est joli.
Fabergé.
Du
Should have
Fabergé.
seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
Ouais, il
The
va faire
guy
la
who
gueule
owned
après
the
ton
joint
sagage.
thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Ma très chère Beverly, avec tout mon amour et mon affection, always. Intéressant. Intéressant. En tout cas, cette affaire longue... Oh, il y a un téléphone là-bas. Ah, comme par hasard.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Homicide detectives Bukowski and Galloway have information relating to the Randall case.
Roger, KGPL. 11K, en route.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King, go ahead.
R&I reports the last arresting officer for DOA Jimmy LeBlanc was Patrolman Fred Wallace, who's working a shift on Hollywood 9th Beat, Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Car 11K, en route.
Ah, va falloir qu'on aille là-bas.
A
Bon.
one-way ticket to
Bah,
Mexico.
plus de téléphone alors.
Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog
Ah,
next
attends.
to a pile of dog shit.
What's his
Faut juste s'arrêter.
I can think of a few, but I'd put
No.
my money south of the belt. One guy plus two dames always equals problems.
Neuvième patrouille, division d'Hollywood, 18h25.
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Ah, je suis gêné. J'étais gêné.
Throw out the guns.
J'ai pas réussi à le toucher. Tiens, dans la main.
Give me some goddamn cover.
Touché.
Kill these rat bastards. I'm gonna put
Weapons
holes
on
in
the
you,
ground,
asshole.
now!
Ouf. Touché.
You're pretty brave for a
Dans le buffet.
Find some cover. You're pretty brave for a dead man.
Une fois de plus, je tire bas. Je tire pas nécessairement pour tuer.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. We nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Donc on a un certain Willy. Et en fait l'inspecteur de la Enfin, l'officier de la 9e.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
Non, c'est pas
Strong man
celui-là.
held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could
C'est
be.
vrai. La tête de Leblanc est plutôt très ouverte. Donc on est à la recherche d'un certain Willy, qui est un gros bonhomme bien baraqué, bien musclé, capable de balancer des gros meubles lourds à travers une vitrine. Commissariat d'Hollywood, 18h32.
We caught up with Mal. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy, goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town. Tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
It could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Ça sent la bonne ambiance entre les deux.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you.
Ah, la bonne ambiance entre les deux. C'est sympa. En même temps qu'on connaît les personnages. Alors,
Is the cigarette case on there?
Fabergé Cigarette Case, bah voilà, il suffit d'en parler.
It's here.
Parfait.
Our net must be out
Beverly
of his mind trying to move this while under a
F-Storm,
murder
pardon.
cloud.
Black Sapphire Ring.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
La même personne en plus. Qu'est-ce qu'on avait encore? Silver Pillbox? Peut-être, oui.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to
Ouais.
hide her
La
bennies in that
boîte de
pillbox.
pilules qu'on a trouvé de... Zombie Ford, Assorted Closing... Pearl Ring.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Our net is a cad.
Ah bah j'ai trouvé les 4, dis donc. Alors, F-Storm, bah voilà. La sortie c'est par là. Fallait bien voir la liste jusqu'en bas. Donc tous les objets qu'on a trouvés chez notre victime, plus chez le prêteur sur gage, plus la bague d'engagement, disons, de la copine de la victime. Oh, pardon. Ce sont des objets volés. Ça par contre c'est très très moche.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Partenaire.
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
Any in the vicinity officer needs assistance.
A hopped up model, a cad, and a circus freak. Only in L.A.
Fairy tales of the rich and famous.
More like pathetic tales of the desperate to be rich and famous. Junkie Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Arnett, LeBlanc, and Willie.
Don't you go putting the pieces together again before they fit, Phelps. Listen to your old pal Rusty. Or should I say Finbar?
I wouldn't call him that if I were you.
What do you care? It doesn't sound like you're the top of his Christmas card list.
He gives everyone a hard time. That's just how he is.
Whatever gets you through the day, Cole.
Stéphane ne s'est pas empêché de l'appeler Finbar non plus. C'est pas les mêmes quartiers ici déjà. Hein. Je comprends pourquoi j'ai fait du chemin. Domicile des F-Storm, 18h58.
L.A.P.D, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man? If you are returning 43 pieces of my
43 objets.
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Dis donc.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Oh, elle a monté le prix. Ça se voit. Ça se voit, elle ment. Elle a hésité sur le prix.
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
Bah parce que on sait qu'il a une valeur déclarée de 10 000.
From a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
Ce que je vous disais à propos de l'animation entre le cou et le corps, ça se voit ici encore avec le collier. Ce que je vous disais pendant le combat de boxe. Alors, je pense que là elle est la vérité. Surtout que là elle est directe, contrairement à tout à l'heure.
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife.
Dr. Stoneman.
I returned home and
Tiens
all
donc.
of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother.
Tiens.
Hello, detectives.
Dis donc.
What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A
Je me
sapphire
trouvais
ring
bizarre qu'elle
on the corpse of Julia
était
Randall.
tendue.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Bah voilà, tant qu'à faire. Allons-y. Donc en plus cette fille, l'amie de notre victime, est la fille d'une femme riche qui s'est fait cambrioler.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What is socking it, sister? You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Oh la vache, le mec, comment il est. Je rappelle, c'est un flic quoi à la base. T'es trop conne pour t'en apercevoir. Putain. Dans l'absolu, il a pas tort, mais il y a des moyens de le dire quoi. Appartement d'Arnett, 19h29. Oh, j'ai déverrouillé le succès Scoreboy.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
L.A.P.D. detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
D'accord, appartement 30, mais n'oublie pas quel étage. La démarche de Roy Earl, quoi. La vache.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
30 à droite. J'ai vu le panneau en haut. Ah bah. Qu'est-ce qu'elle dandine des fesses, celle-là?
Stop! L.A.P.D. Cole, this guy's our case.
Go on,
Put your hands in the air.
Sérieux, il est déjà remonté?
Give it up, L.A.P.D.
Oh la vache, j'aime pas ça.
Don't make me chase you.
Ah bon sang de bois. J'ai perdu mon chapeau. Allez, dépêche-toi. Allez. Il est gentil, il m'a attendu. Presque.
Looks like he got
Bon.
you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
J'imagine bien la
He's coming
séquence.
around too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
Bon. On est juste devant, alors autant regarder. Los Angeles, Mexico, donc c'est bien ce qu'on a vu pour Mexico City. C'est bien ce qu'on a appris
You
tout à
told
l'heure.
Heather you're honeymooning without her?
La montre. Vincent Constantin. J'ai vu ce nom. J'ai vu ce nom sur la liste des objets volés. J'ai vu ce nom dessus. Vacheron Constantin, j'ai vu ce nom là tout à l'heure. Sur la liste d'objets volés. Ça m'a fait bizarre. Je me suis arrêté devant parce que c'est un nom un petit peu inhabituel. Alors attends, on va faire le tour de l'appartement. Est-ce qu'on a encore des trucs à regarder? C'est quoi ça?
Circumstantial.
Bon. Un journal, mais il est pas regardé celui-là. Est-ce qu'on a autre chose à regarder par hasard? On est censé fouiller l'appartement. Donc fouillons. Pas de journal à prendre non plus. Oui, enfin non. À moins qu'il y ait quelque chose en dessous, ça m'étonnerait. Juste pour le truc. Voilà, il n'y a rien en dessous. Merci, au revoir, on l'a vu. Non, rien à voir. Il y a beaucoup de journaux dans cette maison. Ça ressemble à une seringue. Sauf qu'on peut pas la cliquer celle-là. C'est bien con. Ouais. Ouais, bon. Ça c'est pareil, un truc d'allumette. Voilà, merci. Bon, je crois qu'on a fait à peu près le tour, parce que l'on arrive à l'entrée. Bon, on va aller parler à ce monsieur. Donc,
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork. I'm in the fashion business.
c'est pas vrai, tu mens.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
Ben, parce que tu as juste posé un étui à cigarette Fabergé d'une valeur de 10 000 $, qui appartient à ta belle-mère.
Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties, find out where and when, and then.
Alors, elle s'énerve, mais elle a pas l'air de lui dire quoi.
Desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Elle est en train de la charger, elle prend sur elle, mais elle a pas l'air de lui en vouloir.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have it. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
Il ment. Il est pas franc. Et je pense que je peux le prouver.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Sur beaucoup d'objets de la liste et la montre qu'on a trouvée.
That's some story, detective. But you can't prove any of it.
Je me suis planté. Ah putain.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Tell me about your
C'est
first
ici la
burglary,
liste.
and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. He could get him to do whatever she wished.
Anderson, c'est donc le docteur Stoneman.
Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Je me suis planté sur une. J'ai pas réfléchi de la bonne manière. Bon, on va retourner voir Stoneman alors. Non, je pense qu'en fait il fallait surtout pour la question de l'implication. Pour la question de l'implication enfin, du mobile. Je pense surtout qu'il fallait lui demander pourquoi il comptait fuir. Je voulais essayer d'établir la borne, mais en fait non. La borne avec les objets.
Guess the wedding's off. He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack. So how does the doctor fit in? That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting. I've had worse. You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor. Next time you can take the runner, boy. I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I? Should have never told you that.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better.
Par contre, il fait nuit, il commence à se faire tard, on n'a pas vu l'heure. Toujours en consultation, Schumann ? Bonjour, c'est encore nous.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett, and tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Ça marche toujours.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
Mm-hmm.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined
C'est ce que j'avais cru comprendre, oui.
and yet I still love her.
J'ai gâché
Will you
ma vie, comment
testify
ça?
in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's
Ah, elle était complice.
Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
C'est triste.
Oh, the practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry.
C'est triste.
No one. Not my wife or my children nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer.
Oh, la fenêtre ouverte, je la vois venir.
What have I done?
Didn't see that coming.
C'est très triste comme fin.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Bon.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an
Ancien
apartment building at the
catcheur.
corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
Et bon, on y va.
Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Let me through. I just
Thank
wanna
God I
quick
didn't
look,
park
is all.
there.
Et ça, je me suis mis sur la rue et j'ai pensé après que j'aurais pu me mettre sur le parking. Pour passer par la petite porte. La petite porte latérale. De la benne là-bas. Ah mais c'est juste à côté. C'est juste à côté au coin de la rue, lui. Ah bah oui, Vine Hollywood. Appartement de Willy. 1h du matin. The Broadway Hollywood.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
Bon, je crois qu'il va falloir qu'on suive.
Playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well.
Just keep your
Ouais,
eyes
pas mal.
open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to vote on us.
Wait. Pull. You hear that?
Ah, derrière. Tout simplement.
Wilson Reed, L.A.P.D. Give yourself up.
Oh bah en plus il a un flingue qu'il sait pas utiliser. Non, c'est pas ça que je voulais faire. Oh, il est monté. Qu'est-ce que j'en ai ma claque de grimper aux gouttières comme ça, ou aux presque gouttières.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
Ah bah. Ah bah. Je sens que je vais m'amuser avec les lettres en fait. Juste pour plaisir, on arrive sur la fin et cette affaire est compliquée. Allez, lettre assassine. Un succès en plus. Ça m'a donné envie d'en voir une tomber là. J'en avais entendu parler, sincèrement, je vous cache pas. J'ai entendu parler qu'il y avait des succès, des succès en particulier sur cette affaire, beaucoup de succès. Sans forcément voir le détail de toutes. De tous les succès, nous.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy,
I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Sac de nœuds et petite pépé, le succès déverrouillé pour cette affaire. Bon, je m'en suis planté sur une question. Et j'ai un petit peu endommagé la voiture. Voilà. Un petit retour en arrière. Le massacre. Le massacre. Dans les deux sens, hein, bien sûr.
The whole company is gone, Hank. The major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cals still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
Ça explique certaines choses, notre cher Cole Phelps.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Say goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
La vache.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star and promoting you to first
C'est
lieutenant.
pour ça qu'il veut pas qu'on en parle de la Silver Star. C'est qu'il a eu cette médaille dans ces conditions. En perdant son ami, en étant le seul survivant de sa compagnie. Le destin manifeste, ce sera la semaine prochaine. On arrive vraiment sur la fin, il me semble. Prenez soin de vous. Ciao.